Welcome back to Seattle Refined. I'm Gard Swanson. Well, have you ever finished a book and couldn't wait to find someone to talk about it with? That's how we felt after we read our first ever Refined Book Club selection, Eligible. We got so many questions and comments from our viewers who read along with us, we decided to get a few folks together for a little soiree. We gathered our refined readers at the Elliott Bay Book Company for a little coffee, a lot of laughs, and one big surprise.
Hey, hi everyone. Welcome to the first book club discussion for the new Seattle Refined Book Club. It's, as you know, a partnership between Seattle Refined and the Elliott Bay Book Company, so we're all very glad to have you here at the Elliott Bay Book Company. Our first selection was Eligible by Curtis Sittenfeld, and we actually have a surprise for you today. Curtis Sittenfeld is joining us electronically. Oh. So say hello. Hi, Curtis.
Hi.
So I know many of you have questions, and now we can actually ask the author. So
That's pretty cool.
I'm very curious. I thought Curtis did a very great job updating Pride and Prejudice to the modern day. So how did you make some of the decisions to update the characters and the situations?
The book takes place in 2013, and I just tried to include things that characters could plausibly be involved in or interested in or talking about.
I liked the way you were consistent to Pride and Prejudice, but even from the first, when you changed their age, it set the tone. It's going to be the same book, but it's different. And I love the ST, the sexual tension. You knew they were going to get together, but you kept wondering, is it? And when they did, and the end of the book tied in, it was just a hoot. I loved it.
I was intrigued by the locations you chose from Cincinnati to Palo Alto, and kind of wanted to know why you chose to have most of the story in Cincinnati and then have them veer off to Palo Alto for a little bit.
So I grew up in Cincinnati, and part of the reason I think I wanted to set it there is that it's the kind of place where people say, like, why would you set a novel in Cincinnati? And I feel like kind of like it's my job to say, this is why. Or, because, of course, if you set a novel in LA or New York, no one says, why did you choose to set your novel in New York or LA?
After several questions to the author, our group said goodbye to Curtis Sittenfeld and continued to discuss the book.
I have to say, at the beginning, I was comparing, everything to Pride and Prejudice, like how close was it? Okay, the sisters all have the same name, and then halfway through, I kind of forgot that it was parallel until they went to Palo Alto and went to Darcy's house. Yeah, and then I was like, oh, there's some more Pride and Prejudice things.
I feel like Wickham's story in Eligible, that's such a torturous story for Elizabeth. Like, she's in love with this, or she thinks she's in love with this guy for half of her life.
So
long. Like, that's so hard.
It's nice that they were pushing 40 though, because
Yeah.
Sense and Sensibility, they called Eleanor a spinster when she was 19, and Mary was 17, and sneezing her blush.
Thank you again so much for being here, all of you. It was really fun to get to talk about the book and to talk to our author, Curtis Sittenfeld. I'd like to thank Elliott Bay Book Company for hosting us here, Seattle Refined, Random House, and of course Curtis Sittenfeld again for being able to join us. Thank you again. I hope you join in reading the next book. Keep an eye on Seattle Refined's Facebook page for the next title. Thank you.
We'll announce our next Refined Book Club selection very soon, so stay tuned for that. If you want to be part of the club, check out our Facebook page and find out how.